Okay, so let's dive into this whole Zepto thing.
Zepto.
Yeah, imagine like you're, craving a late night snack,
Yeah.
like some ice cream or whatever,
Mm.
and you can have it at your door faster than like ordering a pizza.
Wow.
That's the reality that Zepto is creating
Yeah.
in India. And we've got some really interesting sources here. YouTube videos breaking down their rise, their model, even some of the challenges that they're facing. So
Yeah, I think what's fascinating is how they've tapped into something unique about the Indian market, which is Kirana stores.
okay.
For those who may not know, Kirana stores are like these small independent shops that are practically on every street corner in India.
Right.
They're everywhere. But no one had figured out how to use them for really fast delivery before.
So it's not like India didn't have grocery options
Right.
before it. Right. You could always just go down the corner.
Yeah, you can always go to your local Kirana store.
Yep.
But the traditional e-commerce model with those massive warehouses on the outskirts of cities, it just wasn't fast enough.
Right.
For people that are used to that instant gratification.
Right. And that's kind of what Zepto's founders at Aadit Palicha,
Yeah, Aadit and
Kaivalyavora,
Yeah,
they were teenagers when they kind of realized that.
they were teenagers when they started this.
They saw that gap and were like, we got to get on this.
He saw that gap between what people wanted speed
Yeah.
and what the existing services offered.
And our sources say that Zepto is absolutely dominating the quick commerce market
Oh, yeah.
in India.
Hugely.
We're talking 21% market share, a potential $5 billion valuation,
It's massive.
and a growth rate that's really turning heads. But their journey started really small with a WhatsApp group during the pandemic lockdown.
Yeah.
What were they doing on WhatsApp?
It was classic entrepreneurial hustle. They started by using this WhatsApp group to help their neighbors in Mumbai get groceries when everything was shut down.
Oh, wow.
Just a small active service that sparked a business idea.
That's an awesome origin story. So they started with this WhatsApp group, and then they launched an app called Kirana Cart.
Kirana Cart, yeah.
Was that like their first attempt at doing grocery delivery?
That was their initial foray into this space.
Oh.
More of a stepping stone that let them kind of test the waters
Mm-hmm.
and see if people were willing to pay for the convenience of getting groceries delivered,
Especially during lockdown.
especially during the lockdown, yeah, when venturing out was risky.
So they were delivering groceries, but not in 10 minutes, though, right?
Right.
When did that come into play?
So the 10-minute delivery idea came later, and it was triggered by a crucial piece of feedback they got from their Kirana Cart customers.
What was the feedback?
People were telling them that, once the lockdown lifted, they'd probably just go back to getting groceries themselves. And that was a wake-up call for Aadit and Kaivalya.
Sounds like a make-or-break moment.
Yeah.
They had to find a way to stand out.
Yeah, simply replicating the Kirana store experience online.
Right.
It was unenough.
Not enough.
They needed a unique selling proposition,
Okay.
something that those local shops couldn't match.
Yeah.
That's when they had their light bulb moment. 10-minute delivery.
What a gamble.
It was
To change their strategy like that.
huge change.
I mean, to completely revamp everything.
Yeah.
So they rebranded to Zepto,
Yeah.
which cleverly implies speed right.
Exactly.
And they went all in on this 10-minute delivery promise.
They did.
Wow.
And the rebranding wasn't just a name change.
Okay.
It signaled a fundamental shift in their approach.
How so?
They moved away from partnering with existing Kirana stores
Okay.
and adopted the dark store model.
Ah, the dark store.
Dark stores.
So these are basically like mini warehouses stocked up with the most popular grocery items.
Yeah, exactly.
And strategically located in neighborhoods to make those super fast deliveries possible.
Exactly. That's right.
Smart.
And it was a veteran VC, Suvir Sujan,
Sujan.
yeah, who guided them towards this model.
Interesting.
He had experience building early e-commerce platforms in India,
Oh, wow.
and he saw the potential of a tech-driven, vertically integrated approach
Okay.
that would give Zepto complete control over their supply chain.
So from a WhatsApp group to a network of dark stores, that's quite a journey.
It is quite a journey.
But what really stands out in these sources is Zepto's obsession with efficiency.
Oh, yeah. Their commitment to optimizing every single step of the process is remarkable.
Like what? What are they doing?
Well, for example, they redesigned their delivery bags to save a single rupee per delivery.
A single rupee? That doesn't sound like much.
Yeah, it might seem insignificant on its own,
Right.
but when you're doing thousands of deliveries a day,
Oh, yeah?
those rupees add up to millions in savings annually.
I see what you're saying.
They've optimized everything warehouse layouts, the way items are packed, even the algorithms that guide their delivery riders.
So they're not just being cheap,
No.
they're being incredibly strategic.
Incredibly strategic.
This focus on efficiency
Yeah,
is like a core part of their business model.
it is, and it's paying off.
How so?
Our sources indicate that 75% of their dark stores are already profitable,
Wow.
which is impressive considering they're up against giants like Swiggy and Blinkit.
But their reliance on deep discounts and the Zepto Pass subscription service, which offers free delivery, makes me wonder how sustainable is their current growth trajectory,
Right.
especially given their low prices.
That's the key question. Zepto Pass is incredibly popular,
Yeah.
but it's heavily subsidized.
Oh.
If we look at what happened with Swiggy Instamart,
Yeah.
they saw a significant drop in market share when they started raising prices and cutting back on discounts.
Oh.
Could Zepto face the same fate?
Yeah, especially since there's already some user frustration with how they've implemented the free delivery benefit through Zepto Pass.
Yeah.
Some people feel like they're being tricked with hidden fees, and that could hurt their brand image.
Yes, perception is important, especially in a market as competitive as this.
For sure. And then there's their move into Zepto cafes,
Zepto cafes.
offering quick delivery of snacks and beverages.
Interesting.
Will they succeed where others like Zomato and Swiggy have struggled?
Hmm.
It's a logical move to try and increase their average order value.
Right.
But the logistics of delivering hot food quickly and maintaining quality
Yeah.
are complex.
Very complex.
Speaking of ambitious moves, Aadit and Kaivalya have this grand vision of becoming the D-Mart of India
The D-Mart of India.
within the next 18 to 24 months.
Wow.
That's a bold statement.
It is a bold statement to say the least.
D-Mart is a retail giant
Yeah.
with a massive market cap
Huge.
built over decades.
Decades.
Zepto is a fraction of their size, and they're trying to achieve the same level of scale
Yeah.
in the digital realm at lightning speed.
That's right.
So how realistic is this goal?
Whoa.
I mean, D-Mart is known for its huge network of physical stores, its everyday low prices, and its appeal to a broad customer base.
Yeah.
Zepto is all about speed and convenience, targeting a more urban, tech-savvy demographic.
Yeah.
Can those two models really be compared?
That's a great question, and we'll delve deeper into that comparison in just a moment. I mean, D-Mart built its success over decades by expanding its physical stores and attracting a loyal customer base.
Right.
Zepto is attempting to replicate that scale
Yeah.
online in a fraction of the time.
Yeah, it's a David and Goliath situation, really.
It really is.
And they're focusing exclusively on the grocery market, which is huge in India, but also insanely competitive.
massively competitive.
So how do they plan to stand out apart from the speed aspect?
Right.
What's their secret sauce?
Well, one of their key strategies is the development of private label brands, like their fresh meat brand, Relish.
Relish. I have heard of that.
This allows them to control quality, potentially boost profit margins,
Okay.
and cultivate brand loyalty.
Relish is a great example.
Yeah.
It's fascinating how quickly they've achieved scale with this brand.
It is.
They're projected to hit $1 billion rupee revenue run rate soon.
$1 billion.
While established players in the meat delivery space took years to reach similar figures,
Right.
how did they manage to do that so fast?
Well, it all boils down to their data-driven approach.
Okay.
They're not just throwing products out there and hoping for the best.
Right.
They're analyzing the massive amounts of data they gather from millions of orders
Wow.
to pinpoint high-demand categories and then create their own brands to meet that demand.
So they're basically building an Amazon within an app,
Yeah.
tailored specifically for their quick commerce customers.
Precisely.
That's incredibly smart.
It is.
They're not just delivering groceries. They're using data to anticipate what customers want.
Yeah.
And then creating their own brands to fulfill those needs. It's
Exactly.
like they're one step ahead of the game.
They are.
It's crazy.
And it ties back to their obsession with efficiency.
Yeah.
By controlling the entire process,
Okay.
from sourcing to delivery,
Right.
they can ensure quality optimized pricing
Yeah.
and react quickly to changing consumer preferences.
So circling back to the D-Mart of India ambition,
Yeah.
is that a realistic goal or are they setting themselves up for disappointment?
Well, while their ambition is admirable,
Okay.
comparing them to D-Mart might be a bit misleading.
Okay.
D-Mart's model is built on low prices and a vast selection across multiple categories,
Right.
appealing to a wide range of customers.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Zepto, on the other hand, thrives on speed and convenience, catering to a more urban, tech-savvy demographic.
So they're playing different games, targeting different audiences.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Their success hinges on factors like how efficiently they can scale their dark store network, manage delivery costs, and keep customers happy in a fiercely competitive market.
Right, and that's tough.
Very tough.
So for our listener, what are the key takeaways from Zepto's journey so far?
Well, first, Zepto demonstrates the power of identifying a real market need.
Okay.
That desire for instant gratification
Yeah.
and crafting a solution that truly addresses it. They didn't just create another grocery app.
Right.
They revolutionized the experience.
Yeah, and they've proven that even in a well-established market like groceries,
Right.
there's room for disruption and innovation.
There is.
Their tech-focused approach to logistics and their laser focus on efficiency are valuable lessons for any entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
I would agree.
Zepto's journey also highlights the incredible potential of the Indian consumer market.
Yeah.
With a rapidly growing middle class and increasing internet access, there's a huge demand for innovative services like this.
Which begs the question, will Zepto's success inspire a new wave of startups looking to conquer other sectors with the same speed and efficiency?
Interesting question.
Could we see a Zepto for medicine for takeout or even laundry?
That's an exciting thought.
Yeah.
Zepto has opened up a whole new realm of possibilities.
For sure.
They've shown that even everyday tasks can be revolutionized with the right mix of technology innovation and customer centricity.
We've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
From their humble beginnings on WhatsApp to their ambition of becoming the D-Mart of India.
It's been quite the journey.
It's clear that Zepto is a company to watch,
Yeah.
but they're not without their challenges.
Right. We talked about the sustainability of their deep discounts and the potential impact of rising prices.
Right.
And there's also the social impact of their model to consider.
Oh, that's an important point.
It is.
The rise of quick commerce raises concerns about the working conditions of delivery personnel, the environmental impact of all this delivery of vehicles, and the potential displacement of traditional Kirana stores.
Those are valid concerns.
Yeah.
And it's crucial for companies like Zepto to address them proactively.
For sure.
They need to ensure fair wages and safe working conditions for their delivery partners, explore sustainable delivery options, and perhaps even find ways to collaborate with those local Kirana stores rather than competing with them.
You know, sustainability isn't just about the environment.
Right.
It's about creating a business that benefits everyone involved, employees, customers, and the community as a whole.
Absolutely.
So to our listener, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Zepto's focus on efficiency is enough to overcome these challenges? Could they really become the next D-Mart?
Well, I believe Zepto has the potential to become a major force in the Indian retail landscape.
Okay.
But their path to D-Mart status is full of obstacles.
Right.
They need to maintain affordability,
Okay.
address the social and environmental impact of their model, and continue to innovate to stay ahead of the competition.
Here's something else to think about. Zepto is thriving in a market where others have struggled.
That's true.
What's the lesson here for entrepreneurs everywhere?
Well, I think the key takeaway is that success in today's rapidly changing world requires more than just a good idea.
Right.
It demands a deep understanding of the market, a relentless focus on execution, and a willingness to adapt and evolve constantly.
Zepto's story is a powerful reminder that disruption can come from unexpected places, and that even something as ordinary as grocery delivery can be transformed with the right approach.
It's a truly inspiring story.
It's like they're really showing everyone how it's done.
Yeah.
They've shown that speed efficiency and like a laser focus on the customer, those can be like super powerful drivers of growth.
Absolutely.
But they've also like highlighted the importance of considering, you know, the wider impact of their business model. It's not just about profits.
Yeah.
It's about like building a sustainable and responsible business.
Absolutely. And I think that's one of the most important lessons from Zepto's story.
Yeah.
You know, they've challenged conventional thinking and pushed the boundaries of what's possible in the grocery delivery space.
Totally. And their long-term success is going to depend on their ability to balance, you know, those ambitious growth goals with a commitment to ethical and sustainable practices.
For sure. It's like they're writing the playbook in real time.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how they navigate, you know, the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead.
Especially with all their massive funding.
Oh, right.
These rumors of a potential IPO in a couple of years.
Aadit himself has said, you know, they have enough funding to potentially reach an IPO.
Really?
Yeah. But achieving that milestone is going to require more than just financial resources.
Right.
They'll need to demonstrate consistent profitability, address those social and environmental concerns we discussed.
Yeah.
And convince investors that their model is built for the long haul.
It's a high-stakes game.
Oh, yeah.
And the world is watching to see if they can pull it off.
Definitely. And that brings us back to you, our listener. What's your take on all of this?
Hmm.
Do you think Zepto is on the path to becoming like a retail giant?
Yeah.
Or will they struggle to maintain their momentum as the market evolves?
We've explored, their incredible rise, their obsession with efficiency, their data-driven approach, and the challenges they face.
Right.
It's clear that Zepto is a company that's disrupting the status quo, but their journey is far from over.
And that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
We're witnessing the evolution of a company that's pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
For sure.
It's a story of innovation, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of a better way to do things.
So as you continue to follow Zepto's journey, here's a final thought to ponder. In a world where convenience is king, what are the trade-offs we're willing to make? And what does the rise of companies like Zepto tell us about the future of retail, not just in India, but globally?